Section 3.2 Two Heavenly Scenes. Table 3.2 is a visual representation of the order of revelation. The pink shaded area shows the basic outline. The vertical lines give smaller details. We will refer back to this chart many times throughout chapters 3, 4, and 5. Let's look first at Revelation. This book of the Bible is full of end-time prophecy. It is a book of sevens, the number which refers to completion. Here is a basic outline in the order that Revelation is written. First, 7 letters are written to 7 churches. Then 7 seals are opened. At the 6th seal, there are cosmic disturbances. Then 144,000 men are sealed, and a great crowd appears in heaven. After which, 7 trumpets are blown. At the 7th trumpet, the dragon and 2 beasts arise. Following this, the 144,000 witnesses are taken away, and 2 harvests take place. Then 7 bowls or cups of wrath are poured out on the earth. After this, Jesus returns, and Armageddon is fought. Then the devil is chained up for 1,000 years while Jesus reigns. At the end of the millennial reign, the final judgment occurs, and the New Jerusalem comes down out of heaven. I firmly believe that the events of this book will occur in the same order that they were revealed to John. I don't think they should be changed around to suit a theory, because the entire book was given as one complete vision. In Revelation 4 and 5, there is a carefully described scene in heaven. It occurs just after the letters are written to the 7 churches, but before any of the seals are opened. The one on the throne is holding a scroll, also translated as a book, with writing on the front and back. It is sealed with 7 seals, and only the Lamb that was slain, Jesus, is found worthy to open the seals. There is great rejoicing over this. In Revelation 5 it says, "And when he had taken the book, the 4 living creatures and the 24 elders fell down before the Lamb, each one having harps and golden vials or cups full of incense, which are the prayers of the saints. And I looked, and I heard the voice of many angels around the throne, and the living creatures and the elders, and the number of them was myriads and myriads, and thousands of thousands. They were saying with a great voice, Worthy is the Lamb who was slain to receive power and riches and wisdom and strength, and honor and glory and blessing." I want to draw your attention to who is there around the throne. There are 4 living creatures, seen here in dark blue, 24 elders, they are the light green, and many, many angels in the light blue zone. This is important to note. After this, the first 5 seals are opened, each with a specific event. When the 6th seal is opened, here is what happens. "And when he had opened the 6th seal, I looked, and behold, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became like blood, and the stars of heaven fell to the earth, even as a fig tree casts her untimely figs when she is shaken by a mighty wind. And the heaven departed like a scroll when it is rolled together, and every mountain and island were moved out of their places, and the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman and every free man, hid themselves in dens and in the rocks of the mountains. And they said to the mountains and rocks, Fall on us and hide us from the face of him sitting on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb, for the great day of his wrath is come, and who will be able to stand?" After the 6th seal is opened, 144,000 men are sealed from the 12 tribes of Israel. Dan is not mentioned, but Joseph, Manasseh, and Levi are. What does it mean to be sealed? In the book of Revelation, it is a mark, visible or invisible, we don't know for certain, that Yahweh puts on the foreheads of those who are left behind after the rapture. And the seal offers some protection. In contrast, there is also the mark of the beast later in Revelation. This is a mark that is put on the foreheads of those who follow the beast, or the Antichrist, and worship its image. Therefore, to be sealed is to belong to someone, either to Yahweh or to the beast. Immediately after Yahweh seals the 144,000, a great multitude appears in heaven, after the 6th seal is opened, but before the 7th. In Revelation 7, 9-17, we read, "After these things I looked, and lo, a great multitude, which no man could number, out of all nations, and kindreds, and people, and tongues, stood before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes, with palms in their hands, And they cried with a loud voice, saying, Salvation to our God sitting on the throne, and to the Lamb. And all the angels stood around the throne, and the elders, and the 4 living creatures. And they fell before the throne on their faces, and worshipped God, saying, Amen. Blessing and glory and wisdom and thanksgiving and honor and power and might be to our God forever and ever. Amen. And one of the elders answered, saying to me, Who are these who are arrayed in white robes, and from where do they come? And I said to him, Sir, you know. And he said to me, These are the ones who came out of the great tribulation, and have washed their robes, and have whitened them in the blood of the Lamb. Therefore they are before the throne of God, and they will serve him day and night in his temple. And he, sitting on the throne, will dwell among them. They will not hunger any more, nor thirst any more, nor will the sun light on them, nor any heat. For the Lamb who is in the midst of the throne will feed them, and will lead them to fountains of living waters, and God will wipe away all tears from their eyes. Look who is here now. At the second heavenly scene, there are 4 living creatures, 24 elders, many angels, and now a great multitude out of all nations and kindreds and peoples and tongues, standing before the throne. This is the exact same heavenly scene as before the seals were opened, with one change. Suddenly there are people in heaven, lots of them, and from everywhere on earth. Are these the raptured people? They are the ones who have come out of the great tribulation. Therefore, if we can discover what the great tribulation is and when it occurs, we will have a better idea.